Hey everybody, it's Mike Fahey with Kotaku, and we're here for Toy Time. You can tell by the toys. There's a Wampa, and a Creeper, and a Thingy, and Soundwave, but again, we're not here to talk about any of those. We're here to talk today about Comic-Con. I didn't get to go to Comic-Con 2015. I'm kind of sad about it, but then again, I did not have to walk around everywhere. I didn't sweat as much as I am right now, and I didn't spend hundreds of dollars on toys. Now, I did get some toys from Comic-Con, thanks to the fine folks at Hasbro. Now, you might not like all the toys I got at Hasbro. Some of you might be offended by saying, Chicken Pie! She's Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony, dressed up as a chicken. Look, she got little chicken boots, and a chicken nose, and chicken feathers. And she's pretty awesome. She comes in a bucket. Do you have any toys that come in buckets? You don't. Maybe you should. You also might not be too fond of Equestria Girls sci-twi. Now, those of you who are familiar with the Equestria Girls movies, the offshoot where they're human ponies, the second movie, which was Rainbow Rocks, I think it is, ended with a cameo by this character here, the alternate universe Twilight Sparkle, who was a scientist as opposed to the magician in the real pony world. And she'll be showing up in the the Friendship Games movie that's coming out soon. She goes with a little dog Spike, some chemistry sets, a locker, and she's really cool. And you guys don't care. Some of you care. I don't know. But we're not here to talk about her really as much as we are here to talk about Transformers. That's what Hasbro brings to the show every year, along with Star Wars and Marvel and all their other properties that aren't Transformers. Now, there's several cool Transformers exclusives that were at the Hasbro booth this year. For instance, the Cybertron Class of 1985 Creo set. This is very cool. I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. What they've got in here is Transformers that were released in 1985, yes. In little Creo form. Now, Creo's Hasbro's answer to Lego. It's compatible with Lego. You might not like them. You might think it's a bastardization, but the Creons are very cool. So I can get you in there with the lighting, and each one comes with their own little thing, like Alpha Trion, 800th year senior. Alpha Trion's old, like me. Astrotrain, designated driver. These are really cool. In fact, they're so cool that I had to acquire the 84 set as well. And this one has, look. That's RC right there, and she is Prom Queen. But if you want a more badass version of RC, you get the Combiner Wars gift set. Combiner Hunters. Again, we're dealing with light here on plastic. I should have opened these up and taken them out. But we've got Windblade, redecoed version of Windblade. She was the fan-chosen female Transformer from, what, 2 years ago? We've got Chromia in blue and white, and we've got RC in black and pink, a really badass. Notice the big sword? It's much bigger than her, but then again, she's fighting combiners. They're huge. Speaking of huge, the main event. Da, da, da. Generation 2 Devastator missing some parts. Now, Devastator was one of the very first Transformers combiners, and now they're doing the big Combiner Wars line, so everything's back in fashion. Now, he was before they had the 5 set where they had the big guy and the 4 limbs. So he's 6 different robots. We've got, let's see if I can do this right, Mixmaster, Scrapper. The truck here is Long Haul. Upper body is Hook, split in 2. We've got Scavenger is over here. And Bone Crusher is the left arm. There, I got them all. When I was a kid, this was huge. But somehow it seems much smaller than, say, this one here. This is the new Combiner Wars Devastator, the Comic-Con edition. It has a lot of paint applications on it. It's got back-metaled purple parts, which are great for collectors, but not so good if you want to play with your toys, because those will fade off in no time. You can see he is massive. He is, let's get close with him so we can get focused. Look, we're best friends. We're besties. This would be a Facebook photo. But yeah, same 6 bots. Well, more or less the same 6 bots. But just about every one of them is almost as big as regular Devastator from the old days. So again, we have Mixmaster, Scrapper, Hook up here, Long Haul here, Bone Crusher, and I always forget him. Forget him. Scavenger. That's who we got. And they are massive. This is huge. They are bigger than they have any right to be. Now here's a look at them side by side with their counterparts. Just a real quick fly through. Now, of course, the yellow one's not all in place. So we're gonna have to, you know, imagine some. But as you can see, much bigger, much more impressive. He's very cool. He lacks certain things. For instance, his arm really doesn't have... His arm goes out like this. So if he wants to daintily walk down the street, that's great. But it doesn't bend this way. This arm bends a little more, but really it's still kind of a cop-out thing. It's not really quite an arm. The legs do have knees, but you really don't want to screw with giant legs like that. My god, he's impressive though. I mean, you do want to pose him, and that is kind of disappointing. I mean, we can put his arm out. He can turn his hand sideways while holding his weapon. Here is his weapon. What I really like about him is the fact that his hands come off and form weapons. So no more plugging in hands. The head's part of the body. It's part of a part of hook. So let's go ahead and take one of the arms off here, and I'll show you how this transforms. So we've got the hand. The hand comes off. It just slides off like this, and then we fold it, and there is a little peg, and you've got a missile launcher, which is pretty cool. The original hands, when you weren't using them, you just kind of set. This is Bone Crusher, I believe. Bone Crusher, yes. So the transformations, it's not as simple as the other Combiner Wars line, of course. Let me see if I can do this right real quick. Always was a big fan of this guy. His crotch is a bit wide. Well, I guess we do it like this. So we bring his legs down, snap his crotch together. This guy's got a bit loose joints. I mean, the crotch coming together method is a little off and doesn't want to do it really well. Okay, I think I got it there. The feet are simple. No, his crotch came apart again. So we're going to leave his legs, because screw that. It's taking me a little bit of time. So this is Bone Crusher. You know, if you can get real close to him here. He's very cool. Now so let's show him next to old Devastator. He's getting close up there. All of them are about this size, except for, of course, the dump truck, which is a big fatty. This is Devastator, missing one arm and his chest plate. Even without the chest plate in, he looks like the original, and it's so cool. Join me next week when I'll be looking at some other thing that's probably not this. Thanks for watching, everybody.